I got the Nintendo Switch 2 Multi-Language Japan Edition, so you don't have to. Here's everything about language support, eShop access, region locks, and why I had to join a lottery to get this system. Okay, here we go. Let's get to opening it. So first off, we are greeted with this Nintendo magazine. As you can see, it's all in Japanese here. It's just like a little catalog, it looks like. Just all things Switch 2, new games coming out. But yeah, comes with this. Here we are with the Switch 2 Multi-Language Edition. You can see right here, multi-language system in Japanese, and everything on the box itself is Japanese also. This is a version that does not come with Mario Kart World. So it's just the system. Here's the box. It looks pretty identical to the American one that I unboxed before, aside from the Japanese writing here. So let's go on and open it. Here we are. So it looks like we have the system here. It's the Switch 2 Joy-Cons here, all the usual stuff, everything that you would expect in the US version. We have the Joy-Con grip, charger, Switch 2 dock, all pretty identical to the American version. What it will ultimately come down to is the software like. Ooh. Looks like we're open. We're on. Alright, so I've signed into my Nintendo account here. So let's check how the eShop is. Like I said, this is the multi-language support, and there's music. That's crazy. Okay, let's go back to there's no music. But so this is the multi-language one that you can only get in Japan. So I got this through a lottery where basically you had to have a Nintendo Switch online account, and you had to meet like certain criteria. So the criteria was that you had to have a Nintendo Switch online account, and you had to log at least 50 hours to join the lottery. For my particular case, we had to join the lottery 4 different times to actually land one of these systems, because there's just a lot of people getting these systems. The good thing now is that they're more widely available, and they switched, at least in Japan, to a more invitation style system where basically Nintendo tracks all your playtime and whatnot, and then just knowing that you have playtime because you have a Nintendo Switch online account, they would send you an invitation like, hey, here you can buy a Switch 2, and then give them all the details on how to do so. So that's why I had to buy this using a lottery. I have an American Nintendo Switch online account, but I'm going to go to the actual eShop store and see what is available. I'm gonna show the Japan eShop or the American eShop. So it looks like, yeah, pretty much this is all like American games. It looks like it's all in English, and it has all the different games here. It doesn't seem like it's like specific to Japan releases. With this being the multi-language system, it pretty much has the same list of languages here in the settings. So it's pretty much the same thing as the US one from what I can see. So from what I can tell, this is pretty much identical to the one that you would get in the US. Now where it does kind of differ is where the eShop comes in. Reading a little bit online, you will still be locked to your American or US account, or whichever one that you have. So for me, since I have the US account, I won't be able to get like the Japanese version of the DLCs unless you have a Japanese Nintendo Switch online account. But that's kind of like outside of the system. The system itself, it's identical to the US one. From my view, I don't see anything different. As soon as I switch it over to English, pretty much gave me everything that I need. So if I change the region to, let's just say Japan, let's just go to the eShop and see what happens here. The selection looks pretty much the same. as the English region or the Americas region. And just to demonstrate that it's not region locked here, so I have Dragon Quest 3, the HD 2D remake here. You can tell it's the Japan model. You can see there in the serial number, it ends with JPN. So we're just gonna pop it in here real quick and then see that it will be compatible with not only US based games like I have here. This is the Metroid Prime Remastered, USA there on the serial number, but here we have it here. There's an update available. I'll just start the software. Boots up very nicely, and it booted up in English. So let's throw in the US game real quick and test that out too. Metroid Prime Remastered ends in USA on that serial number. Right, so booted right up. This is Metroid Prime Remastered on the Switch 2. On this multi-language system, runs both US based and Japan games. To prevent scalpers from just buying up all the stock and then selling it for crazy prices, similar to what happened with the PS5 and Xbox series like in 2020, 2021, they opted for Japan to release a Japan only system, which this is not. This isn't the Japan only system, so it will work with your US accounts as I've shown in this video already. So with that Japan only system, it can only run Japan games, Japan eShop, Japan Nintendo Switch online accounts. So it kind of prevented people from overseas, like in the US or other countries, from just buying up all the stock, the inventory from Japan and then selling it overseas, and then just making it harder for the consumer to have one of these consoles. For the Japan only system, if I can recall, it was closer to like $300 or $350 for that system. So really, this version of the Switch 2, it's nearly identical, but in order to obtain this one, we had to do a lottery like I explained earlier in this video. Please let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video, just trying out Japan exclusive things. Leave a comment in the comment section below what you guys thought of this video, or if you have any other questions regarding this specific system here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.